Uniswap. Well. Things are looking challenging for Uniswap moving forward. As always, the SEC are going after crypto in some of the most ridiculous ways, but yet again, Uniswap is now the focal point of Gary Gensler and the SEC. This has already caused a price drop. The question is what can this hit in the bull cycle now with the impending legal battle? We'll take a look at everything to do with that. Before we do though, if you're new here and you don't know what the spreadsheet is, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. These were coins that I expected were going to make me a lot of money. And if you had got in on these coins when I released the videos, with just $100 into each of them, and then sold them after about 16 months, your total profit from $100 into each of those coins would have been over 123 grand in under a year and a half. That's pretty damn good. Now, I don't share the coins that I'm in on YouTube anymore, but I do share them on my website, which is copymycrypto.com. So when I find a coin that I think is going to make me a lot of cash, I tell my members all about the coin, the profits it can have, and the percentage of my money I'm going to put in, and my members can copy along exactly. When I sell a coin, I also do the same thing. I let my members know what coin I'm selling and what price, so they can get out at the same point. CopyMyCrypto.com has thousands of members, and the reason for that is they're making great money in crypto without having to do any work at all. If you are in any way uncertain about your portfolio, unsure about it, not confident in it, now is the time to actually do something about it, because we have the halving very, very soon. And once that happens, the markets are going to get wild. And if you haven't got your portfolio sorted, you're going to miss a lot of profits. So go read copymycrypto.com, because I have no doubt that it will be able to help you out. Now, Uniswap. So the last 7 days, we have seen a tumble in price. It dropped from $11 all the way down to points like $7.50. So yeah, things are looking tough. So look, everyone knows what Uniswap is by now, I'm sure. You know, this is an AMM. They did a token airdrop to people that were using the protocol. Uniswap is a simple DEX that anyone can use. It's hugely popular. It's one of the most popular DEXs in the world. It probably still is, cumulatively across all of their iterations, whether it's Arbitrum, Ethereum, or even if it's just version 1, version 2, version 3, the volume that they do is very, very significant. The founders, the platform's creator is Ethereum developer Hayden Adams. He's worked on various projects while finalizing Uniswap. He actually ended up giving it the name based on some work with Vitalik. Buterin ended up giving the protocol its name. It was originally known as Unipeg until it became Uniswap. They have a lot of, in terms of a DEX, it's as simple as it gets. It's very, very easy to use. And again, with the surge, with the sheer popularity of Uniswap, you know, it should do very, very well. And actually, my expectation of this going into the upcoming bull cycle was that it was going to break its previous high, which was just shy of $45. However, things have changed. So Uniswap are preparing for war, for lack of a better term. So the SEC is looking to bring quite a significant battle against Uniswap, which could include operating as an unlicensed broker, dealer, operating an unregistered exchange, and or selling unregistered securities. And yeah, I mean, the whole thing has become a mess. And this happened out of nowhere. Like, we are yet again watching Gary Gensler and the SEC really, really negatively impacting the overall crypto markets on a consistent basis. If we actually take a look, we can see that Uniswap tanked in the space immediately off the back of the news. It dropped 17%. It's carried on dropping, obviously. So federal officials warned Uniswap of impending litigation at the end of, midway through last week by sending them a Wells notice. which caused significant decline in the overall value of Uniswap. This is probably going to continue for some time. There's a lot of discussion about what is going to come, but a Wells notice is the first step in litigation. And look, one thing that we did see over the past, like in the previous bull cycle, is when XRP were under the cosh with litigation, even when it was not even really starting, because it didn't start till after, truly didn't start till after everything had finished. Well, after the bull cycle had finished, but it's become like it's well known that basically what ended up happening as a result of as a result of the litigation with the SEC, XRP suffered immense price suppression. Didn't get anywhere close to breaking previous high, and we've got to actually look at this from a Uniswap perspective now, because they're in exactly the same situation. I was expecting that this was going to cruise to $50, to be honest, in this bull cycle. The fact that it's lost about half of its value since March is a really bad sign, especially with how mainstream the news will be around the litigation for Uniswap. Don't get me wrong, if Uniswap settle really fast, that might resolve something. I think that's unlikely. I think they're probably going to battle this. I think the issue Uniswap particularly going to have is under the guise of being selling unregistered securities, because as of right now, the SEC have labeled over 60 different crypto projects as securities, and while they haven't proved it in court, there is enough evidence that Uniswap potentially acts as an unlicensed broker. So there are going to be major issues coming here. Now, I don't think necessarily we're going to see a huge decline in the amount of use of Uniswap. I think we'll probably still see people using it. However, while people may be using Uniswap, and they certainly are, I mean, 1.8 billion in the last 24 hours just on the version 3 Ethereum, so that they've not suffered in terms of volume. However, as an investment, I think it's going to spook a lot of people. Anyone that remembers the stuff that happened with XRP last bull cycle might be concerned about Uniswap as a strong investment in the crypto space, because again, it looked nailed on for like a $50 run or more in the coming bull cycle. There were points where it was at like $4 or $5 in the bear cycle. So, gains were there. However, with this, I think we're probably not going to see this break its previous high. We saw that, all we can do is go off of historic evidence. The historic evidence with regards to XRP is that it couldn't break its previous high as a result of of the impending litigation. Uniswap are in the exact same situation. So we've got to look at where it will go now. I think $30 is probably the peak that we're going to see here. And again, the fact that people are using it is going to be somewhat irrelevant, because people still need to buy Uniswap to push the price up. Unless obviously the team can do certain things, whether it's buybacks, burns, whatever, to try and push the price up. However, from an investor standpoint, I think a lot of people are going to step away from Uniswap. I think we already saw a noticeable sell-off, which is why the price declined so fast. While it should have broken its previous high in this bull cycle, I think it's improbable now. I think we're going to have to keep a close eye on what the SEC are doing and how this litigation is going to move forward. But as long as it drags out, I think $30 is about the peak of where we're going to go here. And it's incredible, because it should have been way above 50. If you are a Uniswap holder, how do you feel right now? Are you pissed off with the SEC? Are you just fed up with the SEC in general? I mean, I personally am fed up with the SEC in general. I think they don't know what the hell they're doing, and they're incorrectly identifying a lot of projects in the crypto space as securities. So I think we're in a very annoying situation at the moment. But share how you're feeling if you're a Uniswap holder in the comments down below. And guys, if you want to make the same profits as me in this bull cycle, you can do. All you have to do is go to copymycrypto.com. That is the site I run where I share my entire portfolio with my members. When I find coins that I think are going to make me a lot of money, I'm going to buy them. And that means I'm going to tell my members about the coins that I'm going to buy, the profits they can have, and the percentage of my cash that I'm going to put in. My members can copy along exactly. When I sell a coin, I do the same thing. I let my members know what coin I'm selling and what price. So they get in at the same on the coins at the same price, they get out. So they make the exact same profit, but they don't have to do any work. There are thousands of members on my site, and that's because they're making great money in crypto. Go onto the site, you'll see what they've made. You'll also see what I've said in the past. It's all public record. You can verify it all. If you don't have your portfolio sorted, now is the time. The market's already hot. Once the halving happens, we're going to have some volatility. But if you don't have your portfolio sorted, you're going to have missed a lot of profits. If you read through copymycrypto.com, I think you'll realize that it's a site that will help you out a lot. And that's it from me, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.